has always been a great place for outdoor recreation. But for many years, much of the potential was sitting untapped. Mountain biking here in Humboldt was pretty scattered and unorganized. We had people building illegal trails all over the county on various timber and ranch lands. And while these trails were definitely fun, there was no formal process. There was a lot of scattered trail building and a lot of trespass builds.
We were trespassing, spending our time in the woods, riding bikes, and security personnel would catch us and run us off. There were no trails to ride on that were legal, so we were just out there trying to have fun in the woods. And the early trails that we rode they weren't built for mountain bikes. They were decayed old pathways for timber, really.
When RCMBA first hit the trails, mountain biking was sort of seen as just kind of a small niche user group. Now it's a larger, thriving part of the community as a whole. When I joined, there were, I think, 80 members and $1,000 in the bank. And now here we are, 8 years later, we've got over 850 members. We're not only building trails, but we're building community.
When mountain biking really began to be a legit advocacy force with IMBA in the 90s, so we really began to see public land managers being aware of mountain biking.
Trying to convince old school land managers that mountain biking was a legitimate user group. It took a lot of hard work and persistence, a lot of conversation just to earn a seat at the table.
Green Diamond was an amazing partner to begin with. As soon as they kind of understood the concept, they were willing to try to run with it.
Green Diamond Resource Company has been around since 1890. 3 or 4 years prior to the initiation of the Blue Lake Trail System, we were approached by RCMBA members about the possibility of putting a trail in over in the Jacoby Creek drainage. We had our operations staff involved, our forestry staff, our wildlife staff. They all had to be involved. They all had to look at it, sign off on it.
A successful partnership is twofold. When RCMBA is working with the land manager, we work very hard to make sure that we are working within their needs and parameters from an environmental standpoint, economical standpoint, social standpoint, all the things that make a trail sustainable.
The conversation really did go on for years. We had approached them many times about let's build mountain bike specific or even mountain bike optimized trails, and it would reduce user conflicts within the forest because if you give the mountain bikers a fun place to ride, that's where they're going to go. It really wasn't until we started to build on those successes with Green Diamond that other land managers started to see that we were able to build trails and be a success.
So the city of Blue Lake traditionally was a timber town, very industry focused. When we saw the decline of the timber industry, it was a huge impact to our community. The partnership with Green Diamond and RCMBA opens the door for a lot of other opportunities as well. So the Blue Lake Bike Park is, I think, one of our most exciting opportunities. RCMBA has been amazing. They brought this opportunity, they dedicated resources, dedicated time, and just brought a lot of energy to the project. The city had some property that really wasn't developable for anything else besides recreation, and so the council was really forward thinking in making that dedication and saying, yeah, let's make this investment.
There are so many people here from so many factions. There are moto people here. There's a paving company here that's helping us out. People just come out from the woodwork when they got word that we needed volunteers.
Absolutely world class. This is gonna stoke people out. It's gonna make people ride. This place is gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be busy. People are gonna be traveling for this place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the most radical thing in the nation.
The Mad River Enduro has been a huge eye-opener for Blue Lake. It's been really exciting to be a part of, to just see how, these types of events can really bring out a lot of people to the community and provide a lot of opportunity.
Today is kind of the final preparations for the race, where try to come out and tape the lines, improve line of sight so that newer people or people who aren't as familiar with the trail system know that there's some feature coming up they need to deal with, like a berm or a corner. As my dad says, sleep when you're dead. So you don't do my 8-hour job and then come out and do this the rest of the day for the most part, especially at this time of the year. It is Thursday before the race on Saturday. Practice runs start tomorrow.
The vibes are good. It was really foggy this morning and this dirt was nice and moist, and now the sun's out and I feel like everybody's ready to lay down some fast times. It's crazy because this year I feel like there's so many people that I don't even recognize. We're getting so many people from out of town and the publicity is getting better, and it's just one of the most fun you can have on your bike out here.
I'm producer at large at Freehub Magazine, and I just want to say thank you so much to the Mad River Enduro crew, RCMBA. I do a lot of races. I've been to a lot of bike events. This one is the holy grail of volunteers coming together, great trails, and amazing racing.
Looking back, it's really kind of surreal. We went from being those kids who were chased off the property to being people who helped manage it. to being community members who build relationships with timber companies and land managers. That's what it took to create something lasting.
What excites me most isn't just building trails, it's building a better community. We're creating trails that can accommodate everyone, from families just starting out to experienced riders looking for a challenge. When I see a big group of people out riding these trails, enjoying what we've built together, that just gives me so much satisfaction, and it's just as good as riding the trails myself.
We have this unique little slice of the Pacific Northwest here, with amazing soil, beautiful scenery, and a perfect climate. The dust is minimal, the dirt packs and builds. You can make amazing berms here that will disintegrate and blow out in 3 rides in other parts of the state. We really are in a position to build a lasting, awesome legacy for future generations. But we have to do it right, working with land managers, building sustainably, and bringing the community along with us. Amazing partner.
Like, what do I do? What do I do with my hands? I kind of need, like, a fidget spinner.
Safety first.
Film's over. We're done.
That's a wrap.
Not gonna happen.
How many years you been doing this race, and how is it every year?
Yeah.
This is how I show up to the shoot with all the gear.
With a Birkenstock.
I'm the winner. Are you stoked to ride this?
Yeah.
How stoked are you to ride this?
I don't know, because I've already rode it already, so.
Yes, dude. I wanted to feel some cold on my belly button,